All right, so I'm here with Warren Hammond. First off, how'd you start juggling?
My brother played tennis, younger brother, when he was growing up, and he did it for like all of like a month or two. And so I was 13, I was putting something back in his room and saw a can of 3 tennis balls and looked at him. I was like, I wonder if I can juggle. I don't know why I thought that right then or for what reason, but I picked him up, 2 on the right, 1 on the left, thought about it for a second, threw 2, caught him, threw 2, caught him, then threw all 3 and caught him. Mm-hmm. And I was like, well, that was cool.
Awesome.
And so, yeah.
How old were you at the time?
13.
13 years old, okay.
Yeah. And so then it just went from there. I found a local guy, local performer who also gave lessons. And
nice.
He showed me, you know, the IJA tapes and all these books and things, and then it was over.
That's it.
Yeah.
Once you go to IJA, it's like you don't go anywhere else. So what? How long have you been juggling? How many years?
So that puts me at 22.
Wow.
22 years.
Awesome. So when you first started, how many hours did you practice?
Anywhere from 3 to 5 a day. You know, probably looking at 3 to 6 days a week.
Wow, 3 to 6 days a week, about 4 to 5 hours a day.
Yeah.
Now, how many hours do you practice?
A lot less. I mean, you know, since I'm doing it professionally, it's you know, there's so much more on the business end of things you got to take care of. So, I'd say probably about a total 10 hours a week.
10 hours a week?
Yeah, which is enough to...
Does that go also with the... I know you have a comedy show. Do you go with...
Yeah.
Focus more on, okay, I'll put some hours into comedy, we'll put some hours into juggling?
That would be like all the time spent juggling per week. Like on average is 10 hours, I would say. You know, there are weeks when like maybe we're developing a new piece or I'm starting to work with a new prop, and then I'll go into like really heavy practice.
Right.
You know, or like gearing up for the numbers competitions here at the IJA, I was definitely doing a lot more.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, you know, completely average week, you know, where I'm doing as much business as I normally do. Yeah, 10 hours sounds about right.
What's a normal day kind of for you when you go and perform and so forth?
Kind of depends on where I'm performing. So if it's a theater, which is my main focus with Reid and Smirk.
Yeah, you want to plug it? So what's the name of the show?
Smirk. Check us out, www.smirkshow.com.
Okay,
Find us at Smirk Show on Facebook as well.
Awesome.
So load in, depending on the time of day, like either early morning or early afternoon. Load in, that takes a few hours, run all the sound and light cues, warm up, have a meal, do the show, load out, and either sleep in the hotel or drive to the airport.
So tell me this, now I've seen your shows, right? You have these weird, eccentric, crazy suits. I saw one of those suit that had Pac-Man on it. What's the idea behind that?
I just
you like to dress up crazy. I mean,
you know,
good.
like to me, it's like I love to have fun.
Yeah,
you know, like everybody sees something like a Pac-Man suit and they're like, "That's awesome." But then, why don't you buy it and wear it too? You know, that's what I think. It's like, well, I want to wear things that I think are fun and ridiculous.
You got a new suit. You just told me you went to. We're in El Paso, Texas. We're at the 2016 IJA, and I guess Juarez, Mexico is just a walk away.
Yeah, like I think we're that direction from us.
And so I see Warren, and he's got a bag, and he's like, check it out, man, I got a new suit from Mexico. What was it, like 60 bucks?
80 bucks for a 3-piece suit and a tie.
Full 3-piece suit. Yeah. So, you want a suit? Go to Juarez, Mexico.
Yes.
Okay, so tell me this, what's your favorite prop?
Oh, clubs, absolutely.
Why?
There's so much you can do with them. And I say that, but I really feel like there's probably just as much as you can do with balls or rings or Diablo or devil sticks or whatever, but for whatever reason I've felt the most ability to do new and interesting things with clubs. There's so many creative things you can do. They're a very unique shape that lends it to a lot of just different ideas, different things. And
speaking of ideas,
you
said, well, no, keep going if you want to.
No, go ahead.
You have all these crazy ideas. What's the process of you coming up with new ideas sometimes? Do you go on stage and just ad-lib a bunch and then say, you know what, bam, we got a new idea for the show? Or does you just sit at home and something comes to you and you're like, you know what?
Yeah.
For someone that's wants to put together a show like you, what would you give them advice about?
It's a little bit of it's a mix of everything. You know, for one, think about all the things you do, just you know, outside of juggling, right? You know, any hobbies you have, it doesn't matter whether or not you think it could be a part of a show.
What do you do besides juggling that you like?
Music. I solve Rubik's cubes.
Rubik's cubes. Yeah. What's how fast is?
My fastest is 18 seconds.
18 seconds.
And so, well, here's an example. Is I took Rubik's cubes and I was like, there's got to be a way I can use a Rubik's cube in my show. So I had this trick that I was doing on the street where I juggle while my pants were on fire, and I was like, oh my god, I should just solve the cube while my pants are on fire. So that's the finale of my street show. You know, so, you never know, and you never know. The thing is, you never know where inspiration's gonna hit or when it's gonna hit. So just kind of like always be ready for that. You know, like maybe you're in an art museum and you see something, you're like, oh my god, that's really cool. Is there an act?
Do you carry like a notebook and just write everything down?
Yeah, either a notebook or like the great thing is with phones now, I mean, you can just open up Notepad on like your iPhone or Android or whatever. So there's that. Yes, sometimes when you're on stage and you're ad-libbing, something comes to you and you're like, oh my god, why didn't I think of this before? I've said this line 1,000 times, but I said it a little bit different today.
Cool.
And maybe that gave me another thought. And then there are the times where you're just sitting at home.
Right.
And you're thinking, and you've got pen and paper in front of you, and you're just writing down ideas. The approach, like if I'm looking to write, like if I'm like specifically like I want to write something, right? The approach I usually take is as I look at like, okay, I want to use this prop, right? I want to use this prop. I want a routine with this prop. How
Let's
can
say
I
it's
make
like a
that,
hammer.
It's
right?
a hammer, right?
Okay.
Like people, you know, people got a hammer juggling act, right? How can I make that act my own? What can I do that's unique, you know, about me that I can show through this hammer, right?
So basically, I know it sounds kind of far-fetched, but how I show myself with this hammer?
In a way, yeah, because there's something unique about you, right? There's something unique about all of us, and if you can use that uniqueness and somehow express it through the hammer, then you're going to come up with something really interesting. You know, I wanted to do a blockhead act. You saw it the other night at Renegade, right? Blockheads where you stick classic is you stick a nail into your nose, hammer it into your nose. I didn't want to just do that. Yeah, I didn't want to just do that.
Safety first, people.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. I didn't want to just do that because it's been done before. I wanted to make it my own. And so I thought to myself, like, okay, I'm not a scary looking guy. You know, so many of these props or so many of these things are people when they do this act, they do it as kind of like a scary or a kind of for shock value or whatever. Right. It's like I'm not going to be able to pull that off, right? That's not going to be me. That's not my character on stage, anything like that. I'm more happy. I'm a little
I was talking to Keith Nelson, and he was telling me how he does it, and he was just like saying, yeah, I do the Kadama. Oh, there's a train coming. We got to talk a little loud. But
oh my gosh.
He says that when he hits the Kadama, it actually moves up into his almost eyeball area, and it hurts. So it's no pain, no gain.
Yeah, but like, so I took it and I was like, okay, I need to do something that's funny or goofy with it, right? And so I came up with the blowgun and then the bubble idea. You know, it's like, how ridiculous is that? Cool. You know, and so there I'm able to express myself through that, you know, from a comedic, goofy, or just kind of like a little twisted standpoint. So
one last thing, what has juggling and performing done for you? What's the gift that it's given back?
It's given me my entire life. I mean, I'm a juggler. Like if there's one thing about me, like my core being, I am a juggler. It's how I approach everything. You know, it's this willingness to play, to have fun. It's given me my career. My wife is a juggler. All of my best friends are jugglers. I get to travel, which I love because of juggling. It's really given me all the best things about my life. So
awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you, Warren.
You bet.
Check him out. Warren Hammond in the house.